Hey folks, it's Nick Granville. It's been a while since I've done a video. Just busy. This is probably about as best I can do in terms of uploading, so thanks for sticking with me. I do have some more stuff coming soon. What do you think of the studio? Got my acoustic panels up here. About to do the cloud that's going above. There's some behind you. I think the room's starting to sound pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. So got the lighting all set up, so that's all ready to go. I don't have to basically come in, flick a switch. But I wanted to talk to you today about this new guitar I just got. I will say Ibanez gave this to me. This is Ibanez endorsee, so make of that what you will. They don't know I'm making this video. They don't have any say in it. It's my guitar. But I wanted to talk about why I chose this guitar, because hopefully that's a gig. Because I could have chosen any guitar really, but there was something about this one that I wanted. And what it was is I went in and I tried it, a model in Ibanez AF something or another, very similar to this guitar, but it was one of the older models. And I tried it, and this thing just singed. There was something about the notes were just singing, the sustain, the resonance, and I thought, gee, if the new one comes out and it's as good as that or better, which this is, then it's going to be magic. And I didn't have it, believe it or not, being a jazz guitar player, I didn't have a big Archtop. I've got my old Gibson over there, but I don't use that live, and there's a bunch of reasons why. Mostly because it's prone to feedback. It's a solid top, no pickup, so I had to have a pickup mounted, and it really doesn't handle being played live very well. It feeds back, it gives me issues, it's a real major problem. That is as soon as I have drums. In an acoustic setting where you're playing acoustic level, it's magic. But anything above that where it's amplified, the specialness of that guitar is gone. So you might as well play like a 335 in that situation, or something like this. And what I like about this guitar, and about a lot of the more modern hollow bodies now, is that they're really good with feedback. This thing doesn't feed back. I'm pretty loud in here, you probably can't tell, but all those notes are ringing fine. There's no feedback whatsoever, so it's really nice for that. So this actually is a really good gigging guitar. I can take it, I can play live. It complements my other guitars. This guitar here, which is probably the one I use the most, not that it's the very best guitar I have, it's not by any stretch, but it's just it's a good workhorse guitar, and that's why I use it the most. Having this pickup here, I can play jazz stuff if I need to, and then it does the Stratocaster, Telecaster type sounds, which is most gigs what I need. But then there is those gigs where you need to play a jazz guitar thing, and it's going to be a jazz gig, and you're going to be doing that all night, and that's where this guitar comes in. There's just nothing that sounds like that other than a hollow body guitar. I do really like these Super 58 pickups. I did think about changing them. I thought if the guitar comes in, it's special, but it needs some new pickups, I'll just leave them as they are. They're really great. I've got these in my SCO and they sound amazing. They're really good pickups. It has vintagey style frets, but slightly bigger, so they're nice and playable. The thing I noticed about this guitar when I first got it, and one of the reasons I really liked it, was that it plays so in tune. You can see even all those voicings are just ringing as they should. All the notes are kind of staying in tune. It seems weird, isn't it, that a jazz guitarist, the last guitar I would get would be an Archtop, but I can see myself more as a fusion style player. So I play a lot of electric styles blended with funk and stuff like that. But you know, I do get gigs where I have to play this. You know, and one of my favorite things with an Archtop is the Freddie Green thing. Just keep your volume real low. I get called on to do quite a bit of big band stuff and stuff with orchestras where you're doing that kind of old school sound, and this just can't be beat for that, the hollow body thing. The other thing too with this guitar that I have that I don't have on any of my other guitars is I have flat ones on it. All my other guitars have round one strings, even the old Gibson. And the old Gibson L4, you might think, well, why don't you put flat ones on that? But it's an acoustic guitar. It's not a jazz guitar. It was never meant to have a pickup. It was made in 1948, and it was meant to have round ones on it. That guitar doesn't sound right with flats on it. This guitar sounds right with flats on it, and that's that sound. I bought some new strings. I'm actually going to go up a thicker gauge. These are 12s. Currently, it's got 11s. They look like Diodario's because of the coloured things. Yeah, but so I will go up to 12s. It came with 11s. The only thing I've done is I had to put a strap button on because it didn't come with a strap button. Everything else is just as is, and I think I'm just going to leave it. That's it. What don't I like about this guitar? Well, as I said, IBANEZ don't know I'm making this video, and they don't have any say in it. And so I'll tell you about what I don't like about this guitar. It's too new. You know what I mean? When you play guitars that are really new, they need a bit of opening up. They need to be played a bunch. And I'm looking forward to being the person that gets to do that with this guitar. And I play this a heap. And I have been. I've been just sitting around the house playing it acoustically a lot. And I've taken it to a couple of gigs and it's been great. But I think this is the kind of instrument that's just, it's almost like it doesn't quite know it's a guitar yet. It's all still very new. Everything's still very stiff and all kind of working its thing out. And I think, you know, give it a few years of kind of thrashing it, playing lots, doing lots of gigs, everything will just kind of work together as a guitar a little more. And it sounds great now, but I think it's going to be excellent in the future, and that's what I'm really looking forward to with this guitar. So that's a quick first look at this Ibanez AF2000, my new guitar. I hope you like it. Let me know if you have any questions. Yeah, I'll play something for you. About a blues. Thanks so much for watching. I hope everybody's doing well. Things have been pretty busy around here. Gigs have started picking up again as New Zealand's moved into an orange light setting in terms of restrictions, which means that basically gigs go ahead. So all of a sudden everything went mad. So here I was having this schedule of YouTube videos I want to do. And about that too, if you see people posting a lot of YouTube videos, it usually means they're not all that busy in the real world. Someone like me who's a player and I'm out gigging a lot, that's primarily what I do, and do recording work in my studio here. I just can't post too often, so thanks for sticking with me, and I'll post as much as I can. And yeah, I probably post a little more on Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that, so if you want to check me out over there, that's cool, and I'll try and do as much as I can on here. If you have any questions, fire them below. And this was just a quick look at this new guitar, so I hope you dig it. Cheers.